This is a Mercedes S550 2007 and up. One of the problems with these units, when you move the joystick on the MMI unit, the needle and the radio, it does not move and you have no sound. As you can see here, when I move the joystick on the MMI unit, the needle does not change and we have no audio. In this case, the problem is usually caused by the open fiber optic loop, most likely in the trunk, because most of the components for the fiber optic, they are located in the trunk. The command unit, which is this with the CD changer or the DVD changer, this should be okay, otherwise you wouldn't have any information on the display. And the display unit is fine too, because it's showing all the graphics. And in some cases you won't be able to see this, the station numbers either, it would be just clear screen, but you would be able to see the audio, telephone and all of those options on the top and bottom, but no station number in the middle. That's another symptom too. And in order to troubleshoot, you need to go into the trunk, bypass the modules in the trunk one by one with the fiber optic connector, and then loop it, and to see if you will be able to get control of the joystick. So when you move the joystick, you can move the needle on for the display, or then you would have your audio as long as your amplifier is good. Okay, this is a trunk of the car on the left hand side. As you can see, we already removed all the carpets, and here is the amplifier right here, and then there is a satellite radio on the bottom, and then plus the voice control behind this panel. All of them, they run on the fiber optic. So if any of those components is faulty, then we won't be able to use the joystick on the MMI. And in order to check them out, you can just remove, like on satellite radio, you just remove the fiber optic, and then you use a bypass loop to bypass the fiber optic. And once you do that one, you go back into the car and then check the radio to see if you got all your functions back. And you do the same thing for the voice command, which is located behind that metal bracket. And this is another one. So you do the same thing. So if the tuner module was fine for the satellite, then you do the same thing for the voice command. And if the voice command is fine, then you put it plug back in there. And every time you do that one, you have to go back into the vehicle, start the car, and then check to see if you get your function back. And this is for the amplifier. This is in the back of the power plug on the bottom. Yeah, and then you do the same thing for the amplifier too. And then you go back into the car to see if you get the control back. If you have no sound, if you bypass the amplifier, of course none of the function, you won't have any sound, so you cannot check it. So you need another amplifier to plug it in, then you will be able to check it. And if you need any repair for any of these components, you can send it to High Tech Electronic Services in Van Nuys, California, 818-785-8085.